Well, it seems that the hot topic that everyone is talking about this Money Monday is taxes, thanks to the 2020 election. And one person who is always up for a good tax conversation is our resident money guy, Kyle Winkfield, owner of Finley Alexander Wealth Management. Thank you so much for being with us.
Always a pleasure to be here.
So Kyle, regardless of where anyone stands politically, this is not about that. There is a question that everyone's asking, and that is it possible for a person to make as much money as our president and, not have to pay taxes?
Well, I think we all would love to. He probably has an amazing tax strategist. I don't want to get into the minutia. I don't know. I hadn't seen the tax returns, so we'll let that be its own topic. But I think it is got a lot of people asking a lot of questions like, how is that possible?
Yeah, I want to know, because I know I pay way more in taxes.
Right.
I felt some sort of way. But I think just more so like when we're reading these articles about how much a school teacher might pay in taxes or a janitor might pay in taxes or what have you, it sort of seems like it's not in balance. So going into retirement, what are the key factors that we need to know about taxes as we are planning and even our day-to-day, year by year?
Okay, so on the retirement tip, Elsa, I think the two largest assets most people have is the equity in their house, and of course that retirement account that they've been funding, and that's funded with pre-tax dollars. So that's typically known as a tax deferred or tax postponed account. So when you do pull money out, you're going to have to pay taxes at ordinary income, right? That's the highest tax rate, by the way. So the question then becomes, okay, that's fine, you're socking money away, but when you pull it out, where are tax rates going to be and what tax deductions are you going to have? And I think the biggest piece for people to understand is who's really in control. And if you think about it really quickly, the government is in terms of what tax rate you pay, right? So that's something to think about. If tax rates go up, then that means you get less of that money to be able to spend because you got to write a bigger check to Uncle Sam. So it may make sense if you do a tax analysis to say, does it make sense for me to start doing some kind of Roth conversion and get some of that money out and put it in a place where it's not going to get hit with taxes when you finally use it in retirement? So there's a lot of different levers and pivots you can do, but now is a really good time because you know what the tax rates are today. We don't know what they're going to be in the future. And as you pointed out, taxes seem to kind of go up over time. I think understanding where you park your money determines how much of it you actually control and get to use. So really thinking through ahead of time, if I put my money here, what is that tax impact going to be to me, both in the present, but more importantly, when I need the money and I want to use the money, what could the tax impact be? So understanding that, hey, we don't control the tax dial. So understanding if tax rates are lower and you put your money in a tax deferred situation or postponed, you might be in a better situation there. But if tax rates are higher, you may not be. So just it's how you feel about where you think tax rates are going. And then you can look at some of the data and you look at all this debt that we have in terms of the national debt. And you say, I wonder how the government's dealt with debt before and they've increased tax rates to bring in more revenue. So something to think about for sure.
This is why I love talking to you, because you take a complex issue and you break it down into bite-sized morsels that we can all understand. I know that your clients appreciate that as well. And now I hear your readers are going to appreciate that as well because you have a new book coming out, right?
I do. It's coming out next month. And the title of it is Pay Less Taxes in Retirement. Wonder what that book's about. If you have money in the market, you need to read this book. So I'm excited that I was able to get it done, and then share those strategies and ideas with people to give them insight so they can have more of their money they worked hard for to use it for the things that matter to them.
And where can we get this book and how can we get in touch with you?
Well, the way you get in touch with me is finleyalexander.com. And you know what? I've got a preview to the book. So if you like a preview of the book, you can download Retiree Tax Mistakes. So you go to finleyalexander.com/retiree tax mistakes, and you can go ahead and download that, and that's going to give you a preview to the book. And then, of course, visit the website, because when we launch the book, it's going to be right there splashed on the front page for you to be able to download or make an order, and we can send it to you.
All right, Kyle Winkfield, thank you so much for being with us and for all of that information. We appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.